سئل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أي الأعمال أفضل. The Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام was asked, what are the best deeds? And this is a collection of both Bukhari and Muslim, narrated to us by Abu Hurayra. Before I actually tell the hadith, so just as another reminder, that inshallah, Tuesday we have a Arafah event. We had the same thing last year. It'll be a little bit different this year in terms of the breakdown. So at 7:30, inshallah, we'll have a workshop / lecture. I will break down the khutbah of the Prophet ﷺ into 9 chapters. We'll have people do a little bit of a kind of discussion on the different paragraphs, and I will discuss them, and we'll have some feedback, and people can participate. So you want to show up and bring your children or family, you're welcome to do so. It'll be something, inshallah, a bit interactive. We'll do that for around an hour or so, and then before Maghrib, we'll have a dua together, and then it's time for dua individually, and we'll try and talk about the importance of that. And at iftar, at Maghrib time, we'll have an iftar like we did last year. Hopefully this year, there is on the WhatsApp groups, and I think on the website as well, there should be the registration link. That's just so that we know how many people are showing up, so we can plan food-wise appropriately, so we don't end up making too much and not enough people show up, or we underestimate the number of people and then we struggle to feed. So just please try and register so we know. There's no cost to it. There's no cost. It's just free, but we just need to know how many people are coming inshallah ta'ala. There are obviously, if we cap at a certain number and you can't make it, there's Arafah events and dinners at both the London Muslim Mosque in Oxford and the Mac Westmount. So there's inshallah an abundance of things going on that day. And then after iftar, we're going to have a Kahoot. It's going to be a competition. You'll find on the registration form a link to a playlist. The playlist has a number of khawatir that were given last year about Hajj, and the Kahoot will be built on them. And this is basically for younger people. It can be anybody. It doesn't matter your age. You can go through it and then you can participate in the competition. But I'm trying to encourage people to learn a little bit more about Hajj and then come and participate in the Kahoot. This will happen after iftar inside the masjid until Isha, and then we'll have Isha prayer, and then we'll have a short qiyam afterwards on the day of Arafah. So that's the plan, inshallah, for Tuesday. If you're welcome all to come out and participate, inshallah ta'ala, with us. And if you have any questions, Brother Muhammad and myself are around to answer. The hadith tonight, as I said, was narrated by Bukhari Muslim. Abu Hurayra says the Prophet ﷺ was asked, what are the best deeds? أَيُّ الْأَعْمَالِ أَفْضَلِ فَقَالَ إِيمَانٌ بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. He said, to have the proper acceptance, belief, and relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Prophet. So having the proper creed, or Iman. And I spent, I think, maybe 3 weeks or more just talking about Iman. And I went through at least 20 hadith that talked about Iman. And I explained to you that the word Iman translated into faith or belief, or it's a really bad translation. Iman is much more than that. Iman is in the internalization of a number of principles that mirror into behavior. And that's what the Iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's Prophet means. So it's the best thing, obviously, that there is. قال قيل ثم ماذا? And he was asked, okay, what's after that in terms of being the best deeds? فقال جهاد في سبيل الله. To strive for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning to dedicate your life towards striving to please Allah in whatever discipline or field Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put you in this world, whether that may be in education, whether that may be in medicine, in law, whether you are standing on the front lines defending those who stand behind you. All of that is jihad, and all of that is is seen as the best, second best thing to do. قيل ثم ماذا? And they said, what, then what? فقال حج مبرور. That a Hajj that is accepted, a Hajj that is filled with birr. Mabrur means that was filled with birr, filled with the best of your behaviors and the best of your relationships with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the best of you, coming out during our Hajj, and that's the third best thing. And I think if you attended today's lecture, you understand why now. It's not just going and walking around a rock and throwing a few rocks and standing on a rock and then coming back. No, it's much more than that. It's much more than that. If you understand why you're there and what you're doing, you do it right, then this is something that will change not only your mentality and your world, but also your worldview and your perspective, inshallah, regarding life itself. So I hope that was a benefit. And that's what the Prophet ﷺ said. Hajj al-Mabrur is the third one. He pointed it out. There's nothing that comes that is superior to it aside from the concept of Iman itself and the concept of jihad itself. And these are two huge words. Iman and jihad are two huge ideas in Islam, and yet these are the only two things that actually can trump a good Hajj if you perform it with the right understanding of it, inshallah. I hope that is beneficial. يروي الإمامان البخاري ومسلم كل في صحيحه عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال سئل النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أي الأعمال أفضل فقال إيمان بالله ورسوله ثم قيل ثم ماذا فقال جهاد في سبيل الله، ثم قيل ثم ماذا؟ فقال حج مبرور. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. سبحانك وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، استغفرك وأتوب إليك، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه. جزاكم الله خيرا، بارك الله فيكم، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.